Hi everyone, this is William here from Plus Solar. Okay, I'm currently in charge of business development for Plus Solar System in Northern Region, currently based in Penang office. All right, so today just wish to share on solar solutions for your business. Okay, before I go into my content, just wish to do a very quick opening for my sharing. In business, there are always two goals we are aim to achieve. Okay, first of all, to grow the revenue. The second one, to lower down the operation cost. So today we are going to focusing on the lowering down our operation costs. So for this part, let us just throw a very quick questions. Will solar solutions able to help my business to lower down my operation costs? So keep this question in mind, and then we go through the presentation. Afterwards, we come back to this question. All right. The first of all, my topic here will be starting from a renewable energy in Malaysia. A very quick background sharing. Next, I will be sharing about the Plus Solar background, and then the benefits of solar energy, and last but not least, the next cutting edge technology. So let's start with renewable energy in Malaysia. Some background for you. Renewable energy in Malaysia, we started from 2005 with a policy of a Surya 1000. By that time, actually, we are targeting to build 1,000 units of residential houses, but unfortunately, the program is we consider not really successful because of the public awareness is not up to the expectation level. Coming to 2011, when feed-in tariff (FIT) came into place, this is where the solar really grew in Malaysia. Okay, how FIT works is that it's like an investment. When you install the solar on your rooftop, you are selling the electricity generated from solar back to the grid, in which DNB. So by that time, it's considered a very good investment because you are going to sign a 21 years of the contract with DNB and keep selling the electricity for 21 years. Moreover, the rate that you are selling to DNB is actually higher than what you buy in. For example, during that time, when we buy in 44 cents per unit from the DNB, under FIT, we are actually able to sell up to 1 ringgit or 1 ringgit 20 cents for 21 years. It's considered very good investment. Let's take a look. There is a 1.6% charges if you take a look in your DNB bills. Okay, 1.6 charges is fall under KWTBB, Kumpulan Wang Tenaga Boleh Baharu. Okay, this fund is actually contributing to FIT. So meaning that even though we are not using solar energy, but actually we are already paying every month 1.6% to the DNB. So why not we utilize the solar energy and grab some savings for ourselves? After FIT periods and coming to here, we have the new policy we known as the net energy metering, NEM. It's a different concept from FIT. FIT is more focusing on selling electricity, but for NEM, we are more focusing on energy savings. So from this graphic here, we can see there is a solar panel installed on the rooftop. Then we will have the electricity transfer to the inverter. And from inverter, we will convert the DC electricity into AC electricity and then go into our switchboard. So conventionally, we have grid, which is a DNB as our supply. After we install for solar, means there are two supply. Okay, let me just give a quick example. If let's say our machinery here, we need 1000 amp of electricity, and the solar energy able to provide 600 amp. In this case, 600 amp coming from solar, we just need to get another 400 amp from DNB. So meaning that solar energy has replaced 600 amp of a DNB electricity that you have to pay initially. So under net energy metering, one more benefit is that there might be some non-operating day for some factories. For example, during weekend, Saturday and Sunday, when the factory is not operating, the consumption in the building will be very low. But for solar, as long as there is a sunlight, it will keep on generating electricity. So in this case, if the electricity generated from the solar is more than what we need in our building, it will export back to the grid. We call it export, meaning send back to the grid. So here we will have a meter here. We change it to a bi-directional meter to record import coming in from DNB and export going out to DNB. Okay. The good thing here is that Currently, the export unit, we can enjoy 1-to-1 offset rate, meaning that by next month, TNB are offsetting at the same rate that what we are buying from them. For example, we buy in 44 cents. When we have 1 unit of excess, we export back to TNB, we are getting another 44 cents of discount. Yeah, this is how it works. But one thing to remind for the audience here, just a sharing here, for solar is going to serve as a supporting to reduce the electricity bill, but it's not going to serve as a backup. Okay, meaning that when the TNB is cutting off the electricity, for maybe they are going to do some maintenance at the substation, solar energy here, it will also automatically cut off. Okay, this is due to the safety features built in the inverter. Because if let's say TNB, they are purposely shut it down for the maintenance at the substation, and solar keep on flowing back the electricity, it will really dangerous to them. So that's why we need to have these safety features built in. This is the IEC standard globally. All right. So there are some guidelines that we have to comply when coming to the solar installation. There are 2 major categories. First of all, we know it as a medium voltage. For those TNB bill, the tariff is fall under C1, C2, E1, and E2. It will be, if you take a look at the bill, there is a maximum demand charges at the bill. There is a figures there. So averagely, that under this category, we can install the capacity is up to 75% of the maximum demand. And for those under low voltage, tariff D boy and also D donkey, D boy, D donkey. Okay. Under this category, the maximum capacity that we can enjoy is the up to 60% of the fuse rating or up to 60% of the CT rating. But no worry on this because we plus solar as a service provider for you, we will help you to calculate all these requirements. This is just for your information. Then, of course, we also have the quota. This is from Sustainable Energy Development Authority, SEDA. SEDA is the authority that governing all the renewable energy in Malaysia, including for solar. So for this net energy metering NEM, we also have our quota. You can look at the table here. For 2019 to 2020, we have a total quota of 500 megawatts. And currently the balance, which I just take it on a few days ago, is a 231 megawatts. It sounds still left a lot of a quota, but let's take a look at the quota allocated year by year. At the beginning of the year 2016 and 2018, the take-up rate is really slow. Then coming to 2019, 30 megawatt, and then 2020, not even end of the year, we already achieved 213 megawatts of the take-up rate. It's almost 7 times of comparing to last year. What does this mean? Early of the days when solar started in Malaysia, a lot of people are still questioning whether solar is a proven technology, whether solar is a proven solution for us to really get the savings. But from this figure, we can see the public awareness is increasing. And more people are looking for solar to lower down their operation costs and also increase their competitiveness in their own industry and their own market. So later on, I will have some video to show some of the installation done by Plus Solar. So this is about Plus Solar background. The 3 gentlemen here is our directors. We have starting from the left, our COO, Mr. Paul Ting Hui. Then we have the middle one, gentleman, Mr. Ko Chuan Zhen, our CEO. And also the right one, Mr. Ryan O, our CTO, Chief Technology Officer. Plus Solar, we have a vision to drive the world towards clean and sustainable energy for a better future. From this, you can see we are focusing on the sustainable energy, but not only on solar. This is because we wish to deliver a value that solar is just a beginning of the journey of your energy savings. It's not the end of the story because a lot of people are thinking that after my roof is filled with a solar installation, what's next? So from here, actually, Plus Solar, we do have our in-house R&D department that keep on R&D researching more and more products, more and more solutions to help our customer in energy saving journey. So the ultimate value that actually we wish to achieve is to become a long-term energy savings partnership with our customer. So the service that we are providing is actually, we call it as a turnkey solution. Starting from the first step, when a customer is interested with installation of solar energy, we will always do a preliminary study to study whether the location, the size, the building is suitable for solar installation. Then we'll prepare the proposal. Next, we also deal with the local authority, for example, TMB, SEDA, Suruhanjaya Tenaga ST, MIDA for tax incentive. Yeah, you can just relax and then leave the rest of the works for us. We help you to deal with local authority. Then we also have our in-house engineering design, in-house procurement, in-house construction team. And also after the system is finished with construction, we have our system testing and commissioning. After the whole system is commissioned, then we will move into operation and maintenance, because the solar is actually a long lifespan system, which is up to, we're talking about 25 years of a warranty from the solar panel itself. So maintenance is needed for the solar to be a longer lifespan. Then finally, we integrate the solar monitoring system together with the building energy performance management system, meaning that you can view your solar by just sitting in your office, and then just you have a handphone, mobile phone, or the laptop, just switch it on, open the web browser, you can view it, the solar generation. So you don't need to go climb up all the way up to the rooftop. And the best is that you can even view your building energy consumption pattern through Signal platform. And of course, as a service provider, we need to comply to certain competency and also qualifications. For example, from SEDA, we have our in-house, we call it GCPV. It's almost a similar ranking with a professional engineer. It's professional engineer in solar industry. Then we also have a ST Suruhanjaya Tenaga. CIDB is regarding to the construction. Currently, Plus Solar is ranking at G7, which is the highest ranking. We can undertake unlimited project value. And of course, other like IGEM, Board of Engineer, and TND. So coming to the solar design, there are a few things that we need to take note. For example, from this graphic here, we can see there is a different height in the building, which will cause a shading. Shading is something that the PV module doesn't like, because they like sunlight. They don't like the darker place. So that's why the shading here is somewhere we have to avoid. And also for solar panel, it's really not recommended to step on it. So that's why every few rows will have a maintenance path. Okay, what we call as maintenance path. Then Plus Solar will also help you to filter off the suppliers. Our selected suppliers are all belongs to tier 1 PV solutions. They are all among the top grade to ensure the quality that we delivered is able to maximize the performance of the solar PV system. And of course, coming to safety part, this is very important, because some of the building is already 20 or 30 years old building. Beginning of the stage when they build the building, they might not even consider to put on solar afterwards. So that's why structural analysis is very critical and important to come into place. We need to do the load testing, whether after the solar installation, the building structure is able to take on the load or not. So all these services are actually included. Here is our existence in Malaysia. We exist in all throughout the Malaysia, and currently we have 4 offices. We have a Penang office located in Bukit Mertajam. We have our Perak office in Ipoh. Then our HQ is located in Bukit Jalil, KL. We also have our Johor branch, which is the care of the southern region. Yeah. So this video will illustrate some of our project references. So please enjoy. Hope you enjoyed the video. Up to date, we have more than 150 of the commercial and industrial customers have been embarked on the energy saving journey with us. Hopefully, you can find some familiar name inside. Yeah, and here is about the awards and recognition earned by Plus Solar all these years. Actually, all of these are just to giving a confidence to our customer that Plus Solar is doing good. Our financial background is great, and we are here with you for the long journey. So coming to the benefits of a solar energy. Okay, basically, we have two options available currently in the market. One we known as the outright purchase, meaning that the owner has to come up with a investment value to purchase the solar system and then own the system by yourself. So conventionally, we have our electricity producer, which we sell the electricity to you, you have to pay back to them through DNB bills. Yeah, and then for solar, when you purchase the system, you own the system. After the break even, you are enjoying free energy. So the benefits here is that under outright purchase, we can do self-finance, meaning the company come up with their own money, or loan finance, getting loan from a financial institute, for example, banks. Under this system, under this model outright purchase, we can enjoy for the GITA, Green Investment Tax Allowance, and also Capital Allowance, which I'm going to touch a little bit deeper later. Then the ROI is attractive. You are enjoying full savings from the solar energy. The other model is what we know as the Power Purchase Agreement, PPA. This model is a little bit interesting, where there will be an investor to invest the system on your rooftop and then sell the electricity to you. So it's a little bit similar like the DNB, but then the rate that they are selling using solar energy is lower than what DNB is selling. So this is how we achieve the savings. For example, DNB is selling at 44-cent rate per kilowatt hour. Maybe under solar energy, the investor is selling at 36 cents, 38 cents per kilowatt hour. So from there, you enjoy the difference of the rate. So the good thing about this PPA is that for factory owner, is zero capex and then zero maintenance within the contract period. And then you are enjoying a positive cash flow because you are paying nothing. So whatever savings that you enjoy is directly positive. And the system will be handed over to the end user at the end of the contract period. So of course, there are pros and cons between these two models. Today, my focus will be more on the outright purchase because this model will be able to maximize the savings. And we have Maida with us today. They are going to share more about the GITA, Green Investment Tax Allowance, how the business owner able to enjoy it. Yeah, so I'm just going to touch a little bit. Yeah, for the MIDA savings here, when we invest into the solar PV system, there are two types of allowance that we can enjoy. The first one is what we call as a capital allowance. Solar is under plant and machinery, which then we can enjoy the initial allowance of 20% and annual allowance of 14%. So in 6 years, we can get back 100% of capex. And under GITA, Green Investment Tax Allowance is another tax allowance that provided for the green and investment. So it's 100% of capex offset against 70% of the statutory income. So it might sound confusing to non-account people. So just give you a very quick example. For example, we invest 1 million into this solar PV system. Under capital allowance, let's say the tax paying is 24%. Under capital allowance, we are able to enjoy 24%, 240,000 in 6 years, and another 24% from GITA in one shot. So meaning that we are getting back 48% from the tax allowance, and the remaining 52% coming from energy savings. So the break even of the solar PV actually is about 2 to 3 years time. So here is a sample of DNB bills of a before and after installation of solar capacity. So talking about a capacity of 380 kilowatts, this is on 2018 October. And after installation, I'm getting a sample of 2019 October. Before the installation of solar, monthly usage is about 100,000 kilowatt hour. And after the installation of solar, we are able to see that the consumption is left with a 67,000 kilowatt hour, and added up with the export unit, which is 13,000 unit of export, which is we are talking about 1-to-1 offset. So meaning that the company here, they are actually enjoy a savings almost near to half, 50% of their electricity bills, just because they install solar energy. So this is a very summary table that I have prepared according to different category of the DNB bill. For example, tariff B, every unit is actually at 0.509, tariff D 0.441, tariff E1 0.337, and tariff E2 0.355. So I'm taking an example of 500 kilowatt peak system with an estimated investment value of 1.2 million. Just an estimation. Okay. So the PV power generation for first year, we're talking about 675,000 units. When we convert into Ringgit Malaysia savings according to each tariff rate, we are talking about 300,000 plus, 200,000 plus of a savings for that year itself. And we can also enjoy the tax savings here. For example, if let's say 417%, following the 1.2 million value, 70% is 200,000. So here we have to follow the tax bracket. Then our package also comes with a free maintenance of 3 years, free authority fees for you. So basically the payback period, we call the ROI, is between 2 years to 3 years plus. And the solar system, to emphasize again just now, is able to use up to 25 years. So you can see it's a very suitable investment. And coming to the loan financing, even the first year itself, we are able to obtain a positive cash flow. And how to do it, probably in today's webinar, I'm not able to share into that details, but our BD, business development personnel, will contact with you afterwards, after this webinar to explain into more details. So coming to the next cutting edge technology, just now I have mentioned, after the solar installation, what's next? What are the other value that we can provide to our customer? So we have our own in-house R&D department, what we call as a brand as a Source. Okay, Source Navy is our monitoring system where we can integrate the solar and energy generation together with the DNB incoming and also building generation. Building consumption. So we starting from the high-level monitoring. Then we start to drill down into industrial solutions or commercial solutions. So we always have to start with a visualization first. Be able to visualize where is the issue, where is the problem, where is the point that leading to the high consumption. Then we drill down and we tackle from there. So this is the value that we wish to bring to our customer. So that's end of my sharing. So coming to the question just now, whether solar solution is suitable for my business to lower down the operation cost. I hope you found the answer now. All right, thank you so much.